taking a look at Lucid stock here, down about 4%. I'm not too worried in my opinion. The overall market is dipped down at a dip opportunity. That's how I view it. During these red market dips, this is basically the market on sale. So I'm looking at long-term picks. I'm looking at potential long-term growth opportunities in the future, right? I think Lucid is going to be a great pick, and I think Lucid being down 4% today is a dip opportunity. Now I'm going to go ahead and share with you some supports, some resistances to keep an eye out for. And if you are in Lucid stock, again, I highly recommend joining the Discord. Link down below in the description. There's over 32,000 members there, and it's free to join, okay? You can ask questions. You can share Lucid information. You can share due diligence and your opinions and thoughts on Lucid, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get this started. In terms of support, right, we have support here at 313. I think this is at currently a dip opportunity. 313 because on the daily chart, this is the 50 EMA. If for some reason the overall market pulls back even further, right, so if that does occur, Lucid stock could potentially test down to the 50 EMA. And on the daily chart, I'm not trying to scare anybody. I think this is a dip opportunity. The 50 EMA is at 290, okay? So 290, just keep an eye out. That's just a possibility. Now, in terms of long-term resistances and price targets and price predictions, I do think we're going to get that retest of 367, 370. Those are price ranges to keep an eye out for, right, in the short term as well, once we get this reversal. Long term, I think 410 and 440 are prices to keep an eye out for. If I had to make a prediction for 2025, I think towards mid to end of the year, we should get a volatility move back up toward the top side, especially right now since we have this 50 EMA crossing above the 100 EMA. I'm looking for the 50 EMA to cross above the 200 EMA on the daily chart, which would signal a buy, in my opinion, for a broader long-term potential bull run. So I think buying pressure and buyers will step in for Lucid stock. It's just a matter of time, and I think getting it in as a dip opportunity would be good ahead of time if I'm hypothetically looking for these price ranges of 360 to about 440, okay? If long-term in Lucid, I think take advantage of the dips, right? Of course, like I don't expect to full port my entire portfolio into Lucid stock. That's just not what I do personally, but I think Lucid stock is a great stock to be part of a portfolio. That's what I'm going to do with my own as well, and I'm taking advantage of these dip opportunities, especially since if we go into the weekly chart, especially since years from now, I think Lucid stock, and potentially sooner, will eventually test the 200 EMA on the weekly chart. You can go ahead and see on the top left, that's at $8.50, okay? The Fibonacci retracement from high of all time to the low of all time puts us all the way down to, or I should say all the way up to about $15.40. So that would be the next major resistance level to keep an eye out for. In terms of Lucid stock, I think while we're down here below or close to the 50 EMA, it's at 333 for 50 EMA. This is a pretty good dip opportunity in my opinion. I think it's better to get into a stock that I'm really I really like below the 50 EMA on the weekly chart. If I'm thinking it's going to go up, right, I do think the 200 EMA is going to get tested on the weekly chart, and that's at $8.50. Now, you might be calling me crazy or whatever, but I think years from now, we should be seeing price range between $8.50 to about $15.40, okay? So $8 to about $15, those price ranges, I think, will be tested for Lucid stock. I've said this before for NVIDIA. I've said this before for Tesla, and I'm saying this right now in my opinion for Lucid stock. This isn't financial advice. I'm not telling you to buy, sell, or hold. I'm just saying I like buying some stocks, right? And some stocks I prefer below the 50 EMA. Lucid just happens to be a stock I like, and it's below the 50 EMA on the weekly chart, and that I think these stocks that I do like are going to be growing and are going to be doing well into the future. So the 200 EMA to the 1540 resistance there should be tested, in my opinion, years from now. But if we're just looking at this from a shorter time frame, I think we are currently just in a pretty good dip opportunity. It's quite hard for, I think, investors to zoom out and potentially close their eyes and look at the, well, that sounds funny, but look at the broader picture, right? All right. Well, if you are in Lucid stock, again, highly recommend joining the Discord. Link down below in the description. Let us know down below in the comments if you guys are in Lucid stock as well, if you're holding shares or leap options. really curious about what you guys have to say about Lucid stock as well. Okay, so feel free to join the community, share your thoughts and share your opinions, share some due diligence, and ask questions if needed. Thanks for watching, you guys.